I will not crash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
Coach, thanks. We are about 12 miles south of the future home of the Chargers at the current home of the Chargers, and that's Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Cleveland Browns and our home team. It's the final 3 weeks of the season, still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Down. 18 Gator.
Mike. You run.
Hit it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
Ready to break.
Mike 12. Come on, boy.
You got Mike.
Going to give this time to the tailback. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
To throw on 2nd down, McDonald. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Hey, box drop.
2nd and 3. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Hey, echo.
Check. Crunch.
Get it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
First down, Cleveland.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Cooper was the intended target.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll run it now out of the gun. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Come on, set. 60 out now.
3rd and 4.
Check time.
Ready?
From the gun, Lawrence. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Man, I got you. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 41 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. The throw over the middle, taken in. And down inside the 15 he goes. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
Hey, Wahoo!
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Mike, 53. 50.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A 14-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Back to throw. McDonald. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great effort there with touchdown number 20 on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point safely through, and they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. He's going to let this one go deep. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 38. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's get the ball.
Hey, Charlie. Lee Griffin.
Off the play fake. Lawrence. be taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 24-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, you. Move.
2nd and 6. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, 76 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
94.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
He'll let this go for the end zone. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the 1st.
And that's frustrating, because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Now the try here for the extra point. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24. Yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Back to throw. McDonald. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 36. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, no, I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get...
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 13. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
To throw on second down, Lawrence. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Chargers on third down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Lawrence. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for L.A. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 18. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Rip left.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Looking to throw. McDonald. That's complete. It's Bell. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On first down, McDonald. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes, back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a two. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Big hold to the 30, and all the way up to the 31-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
It's a pickup of 13.
Let's go.
From the gun on third down, Lawrence. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Ready to break.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot, on the ball.
Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Watch the curls.
Shoot.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Caught here by Bell. 23 yards on the play. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, McDonald. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Ready, set. Hey, tight down. There you go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance? Through an opening, and there he goes. 30, past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Chargers take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Back to throw. Lawrence going up. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Get it.
And to give this time to the tailback. And now a fumble. The ball's out and picked up by the Chargers. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And bulldozing through multiple tackles. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down.
Good. Hey, high 7. Yep.
53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Hit it.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. They missed a field goal earlier, so possibly as a result, that's why they're going to try to go for it here on 4th down.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
Hey, team 6, 5.
On 4th down, Lawrence fights through one man. Going right side here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Hey, lock it.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Ready?
Throwing on 1st down, Lawrence. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Johnson was the intended receiver. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off play action. McDonald. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Set, ready? 90, Wolf.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
Throwing on 3rd and long. McDonald. He's looking deep for Bell. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big play there for the Browns. 44 yards.
First down.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, McDonald. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again, Lawrence. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before?
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 44. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bell. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A try here for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Browns 31, Chargers 20.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Hey, you're at the point in the game right now where you got to start taking some chances, and that chance paid off.
And it's a good idea to be that aggressive because, truthfully, the defensive guys, they're just playing not to make a mistake. That often means you can make a big play against them.
Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter, going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard, realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd down and 12. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
58 to Mike. I got him. 58, boys. 58 to Mike. You must hit it.
On 4th down, Lawrence. He sets to fire deep. And no, it's It's incomplete. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. There he goes, left side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Pilot, 64, weak. Gone. Watch the ship.
Off the play fake. Lawrence. And this will be caught by Brown. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Off play action. Lawrence. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there of playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. Throw left side complete. That's Bell. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Ready? Watch the run. Watch the run. Hey, exit.
Throwing again. McDonald. He's going to look deep down the field. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 29. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Second and 1. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Sullivan. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 35-yard line. Back to throw. Lawrence.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Marquise Brown with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
That's true. You've said that before.
Ready, break.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Bring it. Check out, bring it.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 30, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. No problem there on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
Go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Look at me. Go. Shoot.
On first down, Lawrence. He's going to let it fly. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
3 bud. Switch.
To throw again, Lawrence. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
So don't say nothing. 5.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
Ready.
Watching it fly. I'm here all day.
Ready.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down. Tonight's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cleveland, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they'll drop to 10-4 on the year. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.